What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to WWE Halftime Heat 2019 review. So, WWE did this halftime heat during halftime show for the Super Bowl 53, and I'll be honest with you, folks, I did not watch it. I watched it afterwards, but I'll get some more about that when once I get do this whole thing. By the way, it's gonna be a short review. By the way, it's not gonna be a long review about this, because it was a one match type of thing. But basically, WWE Halftime Heat. The last time they did this was during the Attitude Era. At the time, it was called WWF Halftime Heat, back in January 31st, 1999, in Tucson, Arizona. And forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it right, but Tucson Conversion Center. That's the venue they were at from from the Super Bowl of that took I believe this was Super Bowl 33, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Super Bowl 33, where they featured The Rock versus Mankind in the empty arena match for the World Wrestling Federation Championship, which The Rock was champion at the time. And then they did another one, a year later, but there was no match. Basically, there was an interview with Stone Cold Steve Austin as he was recovering from neck injury, from his neck surgery. And I remember watching that interview, which by the way Jim Ross conducted that interview. There was no location of where they did all that. Which I'm assuming it was in Texas, because that's where Stone Cold's from, recovering at the time. But during the time, during this halftime heat on January 30th, 2000, was during Super Bowl 34. And basically, this whole halftime heat that WWF at the time was doing was during the halftime show during that time. So what I'm about to do is to check out during the halftime show for Super Bowl 33, to see what they did on that halftime show for WWF halftime heat during that time. Okay. Gloria Ellison, Stevie Wonder, Big Bad of Voodoo Daddy. Excuse me. So they were all doing the halftime show at the time. From January 31st, 1999, during the Broncos versus the Falcons. During that time. But and as far as that's the one from the Super Bowl 34, which was from January 30th, 2000. During the time where you had the Rams going up against the Titans. But during the halftime show, while Stone Cold for the halftime heat was doing this interview about his neck injury that he was recovering from. You had Phil Collins, Christina Aguilera, Eloquent Elgin. I can never pronounce his name, folks, but I'm pretty sure you know him, from the song of "I Can Be Your Hero, Baby." Hope that's a good hint. Tony Braxton and Edward James Olamos. I don't know who that is. And if shame me for not knowing who he is, but whatever. But anyways, those were the stuff that they did for the halftime heat during the Super Bowl's halftime show. But that being said, let's get to what WWE did for WWE halftime heat for February 3rd, 2019, in Orlando, Florida, at the WWE Performance Center. You have Aleister Black, Ricochet, and the Velveteen Dream versus Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, and Adam Cole, baby. and this was during Super Bowl 53, and this was where pertains to the Super Bowl is you had the Patriots versus the Rams, and on this halftime show for the Super Bowl, which I did watch. I didn't watch on halftime heat during the halftime show. I was too busy watching the halftime show featuring Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and Big Boy. So basically, after the halftime show was over, and I was still watching the Super Bowl game. Basically, I waited till the Super Bowl was over though, where it pertains to the Patriots versus the Rams. I'll get to more of that when I do the Super Bowl review. But after the Super Bowl was over, basically, I just went to WWE Network and I watched the match, and I thought the match was pretty good. You had the Velveteen Dream just dressing like a football player, and they got the crowds chanting for Gargano by saying Johnny halftime, which I thought was very clever. And the match itself, and like I said, the match itself was pretty good. All 6 men in this match were did their thing, and they didn't disappoint in this match. And as far as the crowds in the show, a couple of familiar faces fans from NXT. That watches NXT. You had a couple of familiar faces, of these fans, and you had a couple of NXT stars that were also in there watching the show as a fan, and a couple of NXT, future NXT stars hasn't made up to NXT shows yet. That they're watching the show too as well. And I noticed that Shayna Baszler and I'm drawing a blank here. Dakota Kai. Yeah, Shayna Baszler and Dakota Kai. Remember those two having a feud? All of a sudden they're sitting together. After that right there, okay, you're bringing kayfabe there a little bit, but whatever. But yeah, the match itself, I thought was pretty good. The match was so good, I watched it twice. And I think I might watch it, a few more times. But the winner of the match, though, was Aleister Black, Ricochet, and the Velveteen Dream, with the Velveteen Dream picking up the win over Adam Cole. And yeah, basically the Velveteen Dream picking up the win. Hold on a second, folks. Sorry about that, folks. If you heard that, that was the alarm that went off. So my apologies for that. And it was not even my alarm. But anyways, so back to what I was going to say before. This match was pretty good, and I don't know what to say after that. Cause after that, my alarm went off. I mean, not my alarm, my bro's alarm. I lost my train of thoughts. But yeah, I thought the show itself was pretty good. It was just a warm match, basically. So I thought it was pretty good. And with that being said, by the way, now I remember now. Vic Joseph and Shawn Michaels were the commentators on the show. That's what I was going to bring up before my bro's alarm went off. So yeah, with that being said, my oral rating for this show, I'm gonna go 8.5 out of 10 for the WWE halftime show for February 3rd, 2019. And with that being said, thank you all for watching. It's the Natural Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets.